Good morning from the Alpine Lakes Wilderness. This is Steve with my hiking buddies Chris.
Morning.
And Gino.
Good morning.
And today the three amigos are on the trail to Snow Lake. We've actually been going for about an hour, I think, and started out a little after 6 a.m., made the long traverse back here to the junction. I am currently standing at the trail junction looking straight forward. That goes to Source Lake. We are going to curve around up here and start switchbacking up this hillside to Snow Lake, to the ridgetop actually, above Snow Lake, and then we'll cross the ridgetop and head down to Snow Lake. So temperature's 42 degrees. There were a couple cars in the lot. I haven't seen anybody on the trail. It just got light. Trail is very rocky, and today with all the rain we've had, it's got a lot of running water going right down the middle of the trail, which I filmed a little bit earlier. So we will check in up at the ridge top. We've got, if memory serves me correct, 9 switchbacks to traverse here up to the ridge top, and we'll check in up there when we have our first view of Snow Lake. Thanks for hiking with us. That is the Alpine ski resort where we started this morning. The Snow Lake Trail is just off I-90. Trailhead is shared with Alpine. You come up this valley and then ascend this ridge, and we have done 8 switchbacks, 1 to go, and we'll be at the ridge top. Valley covered in fog a little bit that we came up, so nice breeze up here, but boy, I tell you, it's about 40 degrees. Glad it's not raining. We'll check in at the top. So we've crested the ridge top and we have our first view of Snow Lake. And Snow Lake is, if my memory serves me correct, the largest lake in the Alpine Lakes Wilderness. It's also arguably the most popular lake and hike to go on I-90 in the Alpine Lakes Wilderness. This trail is usually pretty crowded in the summer. We avoid it. We avoid it on the weekends, and so far today it's about 7:20. We haven't seen anybody. But we switch back down now to the lake, 3 long switchbacks, and we'll check in down there. 1 switchback to go to get down to the lake. As you can see, it's a very large lake. Trail actually continues around over on that far shore. And then, if I can film it without falling here, bear with me. There's a trail that goes back up over there to a lake called Gem Lake, and then beyond Gem Lake, there's a lake called Wildcat Lake. And so much like last week when Gino and I did the Mason Lake Trail, there's all kinds of trails up here that you can go on and go to various lakes. And Snow Lake, as I mentioned, very popular. A lot of camping spots down here. And there's something else down here by the shore, which I'm going to show you in a little bit. But nice morning, a little cool. No rain, no wind, no bugs, no people, but we have seen a boot print a time or two on the dry rocks. You see a wet footprint, boot print, so someone's out ahead of us here. So anyway, we'll check in down at the lake. And here's the cool thing I was telling you about down at the lake. This is an old cabin. Someone built here, I believe, in the 1930s or 40s. We got a fireplace, or what's left of it. Foundation, got some walls here, and there was a window right here, and have done some research on this, and I believe it was someone, if you can believe this, they worked at Snoqualmie Pass and hiked in and out every day. So quite a hike in and out as but the remnants of it are left. It's kind of a cool structure to come down and look at. So we're going to take a break here and put some dry clothes on. I got pretty wet coming down here. It's real wet we've come from up where those rocks are. Lake's to my right, and I'll take a film of that in a little bit. Okay, we'll check in a bit. Gino said on that rock point there, he saw someone with a pack heading off in the other direction, so there was someone ahead of us. I'll tell you, the wind has picked up. It's really cooled down here, so. But beautiful morning. Up above Snow Lake. Hey, look at this snow up there.
That's what I was looking at too.
Holy smokes.
And a little dusty.
It's fall, but doesn't prevent snow from falling up there. on that peak. Way over there, and I can't zoom in close enough to see it, Eagle-Eye Gino has spotted a mountain goat on that rock slope.
I thought it was.
One last look at the cabin before we head out of here. Or should I say the remnants of the cabin. Quite a bit of fall color along this trail this morning. Got fog up above. We're climbing up into that fog up there. Neat area. We have reached the turn to the last switchback that takes us to the ridgetop, moments away. One last look at Snow Lake this morning. We've seen 2 hikers so far. A couple of young women down approaching the lake as we climbed out. So we'll see how many are on the trail today. It's a decent day, cool. No rain at the moment, and sun's trying to come out, so might be more hikers out on the trail today than I thought. So one last look at Snow Lake, then I'll take you with me when we get up to the ridgetop. Check in a bit. Take you with me as I crest the ridge on a very rocky Snow Lake trail. This is the ridgetop. Snow Lake back behind us there in the trees, and through this set of trees, I don't know if you could tell, but there's a lot of fog down in the valley where we're going. So wanted to mention, I mentioned earlier, Snow Lake's a popular trail, pretty easy trail to hike, not too much elevation gain. It's all in these switchbacks. The only issue is it's very rocky, as you can see. And so bring good footwear. Those 2 young women we saw were hiking in like athletic shoes, and the 3 amigos were saying, I don't know how they can do it, because our dogs are barking. We're wearing heavy hiking boots. So, and quite some fall color here on this side. As we're going to start our descent, I'm going to put the camera away, but there's some fall color for you. And then down below I'll film a couple areas that we came through in the dark. The other issue today, which it isn't like this all the time, but today there's some running water on the trail. There's a couple of small creek crossings. One's real interesting to get across, especially in the dark, but I'll film those on the way back. And obviously, like always, we'll do the hiker count. So we'll check in a bit. There's some snow up on this peak, and it's kind of coming in and out of the clouds, and I told Gino it kind of reminds me of when you see the films of Mount Everest and how the clouds are flowing by it and you get glimpses of it. But obviously we're not that high, but just a cool scene. And as Gino said, this is quite the rock wall. Look at this going up. And still a lot of fog down below us. We got a couple switchbacks to go. We'll check in when we get down to the last one. We made it out of the switchbacks, and the 3 amigos have no twisted or broken ankles, which is a good thing. It's kind of steep in spots there. And now we've got the 2-mile traverse back to the car. The trail continues to be rocky, and we've got some running water to traverse today, so we'll take some film of that along the way. But so far so good. I told the guys I don't want to break or twist an ankle on those rocks. We're up to 5 hikers as well, and it's about 9 o'clock. There's a small lake on the trail here. Hiking in the Northwest means getting your feet wet, or in this case, my boots. Sun's come out, which is good. A lot of water on the trail this morning. We saw it from up above. Gino said it looked like a stream. Okay, we'll check in again before we get back to the parking lot. This is the interesting creek crossing. We went across this in the dark by headlamp. It's flowing pretty good here. So walk with me as I cross this creek. Quite a waterfall up here. Let's see, I gotta find some rocks. Lighter waterfall down this way. And we made it. We're beginning our descent down to the parking lot. We're done with the traverse. It's 9:45, and we're up to 32 hikers. So wow, more than I expected. The weather is it's dry, kind of cool still, and a little bit of clouds and fog, a little bit of sun, but 32 hikers. And interestingly, 3 of those were skiers. They were lugging their skis up, and they were going to Chair Peak, and I don't know if that's one of the ones I filmed or not, but they said there's enough. I asked a couple of them, and they said there's enough powder to get some runs in, so we're just amazed at that. But anyway, good hike. We haven't been up here for a couple years. Last time Gino and I came up, it was a downpour. We only saw 2 people, so 32 isn't bad on this trail. It's a popular trail, but anyway, hope you enjoyed this one. Not sure where we're going next week or if we'll be filming or not, but you know, check the channel, Hiking Man Steve, and we'll continue to film and post videos. Anyway, until next time, thanks for hiking with us. We'll see you then.